Hey there, hi there, hello there. It's Jeff Gunner Diamond. Welcome you to this boxing fight card. This is the second one of the Rummys Corner thing. Rummys Corner. And today we'll be looking at the 9th, 19th, 29th, 39th, and 49th best fights by the fans. And we always have a women's fight. And that unfortunately got drawn to be the second fight. So we are live from Managua, Nicaragua, because, Alexis Aguero is in the main event. And they decided to give Nicaragua a chance to be that at the Pharaoh's Casino. So we'll be seeing all these fights. The odds are Tony against Jurov. Serrano and Farias is split in the middle. Junku looks like he's favored. Rafael Marquez is a favorite. Roberto Duran is a favorite. And in the main event, looks like it could be split down the middle. So we have this battle. James Toney and Vasily Zhirov will go battle toe-to-toe, super middleweight versus cruiserweight. These guys know how to do it. Bone Crusher, I think that's his name, Tony. Anyway, from Nicaragua, Michael Buffer, the announcer. Surprised he got that first one. Enzo Montero, your referee. Kazu Kuwada, Ramon Stordon, and John Keane, your judges. Rocco Del Sesto is your ringside expert. So let's take a look at these guys. James Toney, lights out Tony is from Ann Arbor, by way of Sugar Oaks, California. 5'10", 205 pounds today. In real life, he was 74-73, winning lots of cruiserweight belts and heavyweight belts too. So he was cruiserweight, super middleweight champ for IBF and IBC. In the meantime, Kazakhstan's Vasily Zhirov, making his home in Arizona, but he's from Kazakhstan, 6'2", 186. In real life, 38-3-1, IBF cruiserweight champion. So, yeah, nice day for Kazakhstan to get involved in this thing. So we will see who wins this fight. 12 rounds, just like every other fight. These guys are really good at it. And this is the first fight of the night.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Ooh, Tony's shaking. He's really shaking.
One. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Tony wants to survive. This may be Jura's fate.
The judges' votes are in, and here, ladies and gentlemen, is your winner.
Well, we'll see. I think it's, the unofficial scorecard says 116-110. Well, Tony, I think will not survive this match. I mean, he got pushed down like 4 times. A little closer than I thought, but yeah, I figured Jirov had it because Tony couldn't knock down his opponent. So Jirov gets the big W here. Jirov, it was close down the middle. 29-27 for punching accuracy, but the knockouts. When you get knocked down 3 times and you can't knock down your opponent, are you going to win? No. This is the ladies' fight. Battle of the lightweights, Laura Serrano and Erica Anabella Farias. Jack DeForest and Danny Milano in each corner. Harold Lay, the announcer. Bruce McTavish, your referee. James Humahan, Hisatoshi Miyazaki, and Luis Pabon, your judges. Mike Hansen, the ringside expert. Mexico versus Argentina. Serrano, La Poeta del Ring against the Ring Poet. From Mexico City by way of Las Vegas, 5'3", 130 pounds of dynamite. 17-5 and 3, the junior belts. And you got Erica Anabella Farias from Argentina, Ferrez, Argentina, 133 pounds. At the time of this game, she was 16-0, the South American super featherweight champ, and WBC female lightweight champion. So Farias might actually have a chance. We'll see what happens. These girls are really good on each other. The unluck in the draw happened in the second fight of the cards, but this might be good.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have your decision.
Well, Serena and Farias are fighting. Both really pummeled each other. The scorecard said that the first 6 rounds were basically Serrano's, but as the fight got on, Farias proved her mettle and 115, 114. But we'll see what happens. We'll go learn this time to time. Let's see what Howard Lay says. Fumahan says 117, 113 for Farias. Okay. Miyazaki says 115, 114 for Serrano. Well, it's down to judge number 3. Pabon says 116, 113 for. I think it's for Farias. I think it's her fight. And no! They're giving it to Serrano. I'm shocked. I thought Farias did enough in the second half of the fight to win. Wow. That's pathetic. Did the judges get it right? Honestly, I don't know. I would have gone for a tie. I think Farias. Well, yeah, I think because Serrano had the jabs advantage, whereas the crosses went to Farias. I personally think it should have been a tie as anything, but yeah, that kind of doesn't pass the sniff test. Now we go back to the men. It's junior flyweight battle between Junku Chang and Katsuo Tokashiki. Jake Gutierrez, your announcer. Benji Estevez, your referee. Arturo Sanchez, Reg Thompson, and Victor Cagone, your judges, with Paul Norman, your ringside expert. So these two guys, Korea versus Japan, always a big rivalry in any sport. Jungkook, the Korean Hawk from Busan, South Korea, 5'3", 108, 38-4. He was the WBC light flyweight champion. I think he took it from this Tokasaki guy. To be honest, I don't even know who Tokashiki was. I know many Japanese boxers, but him from Okinawa. 110 pounds. Tokashiki, 19-4-2. He was the light flyweight champion at one time. So these guys really don't like each other, and they'll be fighting here in Honduras. Nicaragua, sorry. Takashiki's in trouble with that eye.
The judges' votes are in, and here, ladies and gentlemen, is your winner.
So that left ice fight, I don't think Takashiki will win. The expert says 116, 112 for Chang, so I tend to agree, but it's not my call, it's their call. Here we go. Arturo Sanchez says 116, 114. I'll say at least a unanimous decision. Rich Thompson says 117, 111. I think it's Chang. And Victor Capote says 115, 113 for Chang Ku Chang. Kariya, baby. 41-25 for punching accuracy. So Jung Koo looks fantastic. Well, the hooks were 144.59. That's why. Fourth fight is Wilfredo Vasquez Jr. versus Rafael Marquez. Junior featherweights. Wilfredo Jr., his father was a good fighter. Man, he's got a good team of Rivera and Kelly. Billy Jordan, your announcer. Derek Milhan, your referee. Omar Fernandez, Masa Uchida, and Joseph Ware, your judges. Dan Coco, your ringside expert. Wilfredo Jr., WV2 as they call him, from Puerto Rico. 5'6", 130. 22-3-1. Pretty good for what he did. Super Bantamweight champion in the WBO. And Rafa Marquez reminds me of the soccer player for Mexico who played, I think, for New York Red Bulls or New York Blue. I can't remember. But anyway, he's from Mexico City. 5'5", 120. 41-7-0. Super Bantamweight and Bantamweight belts. He has more of the big belts than Wilfredo Jr., but it doesn't matter.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
10. Gotta be careful.
The judges' votes are in, and here, ladies and gentlemen, is your winner.
Well, I don't know about this. Wilfredo's got a close cut over his left and right eye, and Marquez was right eye, so this is a battle. But they say Vasquez might win this match. Well, he did knock down Marquez, and that might be the big cheese moment. But we'll see. These two guys. What is it about Latin fighters and like passionate fights? And where are the American and Canadians in this? But yeah, they always have brutal fights. Omar Fernandez says 115, 113. So it's at least, well, both fighters don't, well, Uchida says 115, 113. So someone's going to have a unanimous decision. And Ware says 116, 112. Is it for Marquez? Probably. The winner is Wilfredo Vasquez Jr. So the Puerto Rican wins this one. Well, I think a knockdown of Marquez was enough to win it. I mean, he had 2 cuts. He suffered cuts over both of his eyes, and he still won the match. Well, 1 knockdown makes a difference. And punching accuracy, 34-29. So Wilfredo Vasquez wins this one. 2 more to go. And we have Roberto Duran against Ivan Barkley. These guys way back in the day. Ryan Mitchell and Ray Rogers. So, from Nicaragua, Johnny Addy, your announcer. Charlene Predesab, your referee. Robert Perez, Daniel Berger Fuchs, and Roy Silbert, your judges. Will Schubert, your ringside expert. Roberto Duran, Manos de Piedra. Hands of Stone from Panama. 5'7", 134 today, I think. 103-16, one of the greatest fighters of all time. Look at this thing. WBC middleweight, WBA light middleweight, WBC welterweight, WBC lightweight, WBA lightweight. He's inducted into the both Big Boxing Hall of Fames, won the Comeback of the Year twice, 83 and 89. Look at his resume. One of the greatest lightweights of all time. Oh, yeah. When I take that, Barkley, Davey Moore, Pepino Cuevas, Luigi Menino, Sugar Ray Leonard, Carlos Paulino, Esteban de Jesus, Edwin Freire. So Mombi, Guts, Easy Mashu, and Karen Buchanan, you know you're good. And the American Ivan Barkley, the Blade as they call him, from the Bronx, 6'1", 185. His career record, 43-19-1, was the WBA light heavyweight title holder, the IBF super middleweight, WBC middleweight champion. So yeah, these guys, only 9 years. I thought that was like,
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The judges' votes are in, and here, ladies and gentlemen, is your winner.
We'll see if Duran do it. Scorecards say 115, 113. The knockdown minus Duran from a brutal loss, or even a draw. But we'll see. Let's see weirder things happen. Johnny Addy with the call. Here's the official decision. Barbara Perez says 115, 111. Daniel Berger Fuchs says 115, 111. Fuchs, I bet it's like Hungarian or Swiss, but Berger Fuchs. And Silbert says 115, 111. I think it's Duran. Yes, it is. By unanimous decision. Rafael hands a stone Duran. Punching thing, well, 36 to 20 for punching accuracy. I think Duran had him dead to rights, even without that knockdown. But it all worked, so final fight is the main event. Junior welterweight versus junior lightweight. Pryor versus Aguero. Billy Jordan, your announcer. Jose Colbion, your referee. Masa Yoshida, John Portra, and Brett Miller, your judges. Schubert's back to being ringside expert. So here's the introductions. In the red corner, a junior welterweight from Cincinnati, Ohio. He stands today 5'6.5" and weighs 147 pounds. His professional mark is 39 wins, 1 loss, and no draws. He is a former light welterweight champion of the IBF and the WBA. He is the Hawk, Aaron Pryor. And in the blue corner, from Nicaragua, a junior lightweight. He is 5'10", inches today, weighing 136 pounds from Nicaragua. His career is 77 wins, 8 losses. The WBC lightweight champion, WBC super featherweight, and WBA featherweight champion. He's in the Hall of Fame. All the world is El Flaco Explosivo Alexis Argalo. Obviously, I can't do the introductions right. So Nicaragua, let's see if Nicaragua can campaign player. Nicaragua. Nicaragua and Fire out of the notes. This is the main event.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have your decision.
It's over. Whoa. And Eduardo gets pounded, and it's going to be Pryor who wins. And Pryor better get out of there. Nicaragua is going to go ballistic. Well, I think Pryor had the fight kind of won. Eduardo was trying to get the comeback, but that right eye. Oh my gosh. And the only match that did not go to decision is a TKO win for Aaron Pryor. What a win! But I wonder. The punching accuracy, yeah, I think Pryor had the advantage. He didn't have the accuracy, but he could hook and cross. So I think Pryor would have had it. So Aguero loses. So the 6 matches and all that, only one person out of the red corner didn't win, and that was Tony when he lost to Giraffe. Tony was the favorite, and he lost. Serrano and Farias were co-winners, but split decision. Chang was the favorite. Marquez was the favorite, but he lost. Duran was the favorite, but he won. And then it was just too close to call between Pryor and Aguero. But Pryor TKO'd Aguero, the only match that did not go to a decision. And the Serrano Farias match was the only one of the 6 fights. Well, the decisions to not be a unanimous decision. It was a split decision. But yeah, Aaron Pryor with a gigantic win. Nicaragua is going to be pissed off, and I don't blame him 1 cent. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. I'm Jeff Dunn. I do.